This week on Xplosion, Moose goes around the ring. Plus, you'll see a classic match from Final Resolution 2011 featuring Austin Aries. And inside the six-sided ring, none other than the high-flying Andrew Everett. It all happens this week on Xplosion.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring first, Chris Silvio.
Mr. Xplosion himself, the man who has vowed he will not stop until he gets a win here on Xplosion. And I do believe this could be his week. Chris Silvio makes his way to the ring here on Xplosion. Everybody at JP along with Josh Matthews calling the action. And he is ready.
Chris Silvio, we're getting to learn more and more about this guy every week.
His opponent from Burlington, North Carolina, Andrew Everett.
Andrew Everett makes his way to the ring. A man who came up the ranks from the rich history of professional wrestling filled state of North Carolina. Andrew Everett set to do battle this week against Chris Silvio. This should be a battle of high flyers, very quick, fast-paced action. Do not blink during this one, folks.
This is going to be a good test for Chris Silvio to see how he stacks up against the stars of the X Division. Andrew Everett, I'm a fan of Andrew's. We'll see what he can do here. You know, he's a high flyer. He does a double moonsault that we've yet to see. Heard a lot about it, though.
Well, it's just a matter of time before he breaks out even more and more new innovative moves. Andrew Everett constantly evolving, constantly learning. And right now, it's going to be interesting because we've seen Chris Silvio previously in the ring. Good showings against Marche Rocket, several other opponents, but this is going to be a man who really, I think, can match quickness with Silvio. We're going to see.
And when you look at the strength advantage, I mean, I guess I'd say these guys are evenly matched, right? We don't know. You know, we've seen Silvio in the ring with Marche Rocket, and he's held his own with Marche.
Boy, he sure has. But I'm telling you, just vowing alone, making that his goal. Mr. Xplosion himself.
Mr. Xplosion, I like the sound of that. You got to win, though, if you want to be Mr. Xplosion, and Chris Silvio needs to get on the other side of that win-loss record. Nice move there. Oh.
So quick. Andrew Everett. How about that? What a drop kick that sends Silvio flying into the corner.
Everett's so confident. You never really see him, you know, lose his breath, lose his focus, lose his determination. He just knows what he's been competing in a ring since he's a kid. And he's still a kid.
Well, he certainly had a very good head start in North Carolina. And really got a quick, that experience alone coming up. Literally being put in a ring as he's, after his first few steps. This young man is very much accustomed to, he's very comfortable in the ring.
Chris Silvio doesn't care about Andrew Everett's resume. Silvio just wants to win and continue to be Mr. Xplosion and continue to trend in a positive direction. Nice move there by Silvio with that tilt-to-whirl backbreaker. Doesn't go for a cover, though.
Well, and many times we've seen Silvio now. He has shown he can compete amongst the best of the X Division. Pound for pound, move for move, hold for hold. He's in there with the best.
Whoop. Andrew Everett so quick.
Chris Silvio now coming in. Over the top goes Andrew Everett. Silvio tries to follow up, and from the outside of the ring, Andrew Everett now. Springboard. Nice. Great kick, and that's going to send Silvio out of the ring. More of this action when we return right here on Xplosion. We are back here on Xplosion. It's JP along with Josh Matthews. This matchup, Chris Silvio in the blue taking on Andrew Everett in the green and blue. And this matchup, very evenly matched so far.
Yeah, it's a battle of two rising stars in the X Division, Chris Silvio and Andrew Everett. And it's been a stalemate. It was a stalemate throughout the break, and neither one of them can seem to get the other one in a position to win this match just yet.
And Silvio, who has fought relentlessly over several weeks here on Xplosions, come up short every time, but he said this is the week, this is the opponent, this is the night tonight here against Andrew Everett.
And best of luck to Chris Silvio. I hope he does pick up a win not taking anything away from Andrew Everett, but Chris Silvio, he needs a win. I think he needs a win more than Everett does.
Well, Everett's always in the top contenders circle of challengers for the X Division Championship. Chris Silvio wants his name added amongst that elite list.
And Everett had an opportunity to compete in the Super X Cup. So Andrew Everett, I mean, he's always, you talk about top 8 guys, Everett's one of them. Silvio needs to earn his way into that spot. Wow.
So quick. Silvio just drops Andrew Everett on his head. On the ring apron portion of the mat where, boy, it's a rough place to land.
I don't know if Andrew Everett's going to make it back into the ring here.
Hey, a win's a win. Silvio's going to take it. I don't blame him.
Me either. Let the referee count. Halfway there, and Everett's going to break the count. Here comes Silvio.
Silvio now taking the fight to Everett outside the ring. Goes to the apron now. Silvio from the stairs jumps right over Everett. Wow, connects. And Everett just hit that out of nowhere, almost blind. But knew that there was a chance he would connect and follow through to great effectiveness.
I call it a Pele kick. Pope's got a different name for it, Kylo kick, but it's effective. You can call it anything you want.
Everett now on the outside the ring apron. This is where he's so dangerous from the top. Skywalker. That's why they call him it. What a incredible moonsault. Springboarding to the top rope. Diving backwards and landing on your opponent. And Andrew Everett does it with such great altitude. They have him here. Here's a cover. That's why they call him the Skywalker. He can fly. There's no question about it. The elevation on that alone was just unbelievable.
Yeah, Andrew Everett's a different kind of athlete. Again, he knows it. And you never, I bet you could check his pulse right now and he'd have a normal heartbeat.
Yeah.
88, 90. I mean, the guy just doesn't lose his cool.
Oh! Wow. Silvio waiting on Andrew Everett now. Going for maybe a German suplex.
Yeah, it was smart by Everett to sit low there.
Everett again now.
Oh!
Wow! Cutter from the second rope. Silvio has Andrew Everett. That's going to do it too. And
so close.
Wow. It does not get any closer than that for Chris Silvio.
What's he got to do next?
Silvio needs to follow that up with something big. As Andrew Everett stunned, Silvio now from the second rope. Chris Silvio. Waiting. Oh, waited too long. Big right hand by Andrew Everett. Ruined those plans, and now Everett's going to the top. What's going on here?
This is a precarious situation for both of these men. Silvio trying to remain in control here. He's on the second. Wow!
Just drove Chris Silvio's head right into the mat with almost a Hurricane Rana DDT type move. We've seen that before.
And what's Everett going to do now?
Get ready. Might lose him in the lights here. Andrew Everett on the top rope. Here comes the Skywalker.
Wow!
Great elevation. And it got the pin.
Here is your winner, Andrew Everett.
Great win from Andrew Everett, competing in the Super X Cup. And an impressive showing once again by Chris Silvio. Still not enough to get the win, but I'll tell you what, that was as close as it gets. Andrew Everett in the record books. Scores another win for the X Division sensation right here on Xplosion.